Means that the person who would clothe you, who is promising you regular clothing, you should look to what he is wearing. Bola
Mr. Farotimi, let me tell you what the people are saying. His people are saying that we should forget about his biography, forget about how he made his money, that he built Lagos, that he has what it takes to move the country to that place that we want the country to be. How do you respond to that? That it should be about issues. It should be about issues, not about the personality.
No, it's fine. My people have a proverb. Yeah, I'm a Yoruba man. I grew up with old people. One of their fundamental proverbs, they say, "Ẹni tó bá máa dá aṣọ ró ni, tọrùn ẹ̀ là ń kọ́ wò," which means that the person who would clothe you, who is promising you regular clothing, you should look to what he is wearing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in undisputed control of Lagos State for the last 23 years. 23 years. That's a lifetime. There is an Islamic tradition that says that when a child is born, it is old enough to die. So a man has been in control of a state, unchallenged, for 23 years. It is the fourth largest economy in Africa. It is larger than a lot of countries for 23 years. So let us use Lagos. And at least I'm happy that he himself has happily claimed Lagos as the nadir and plateau of his administrative capacities. Let's look at healthcare. The man is himself a decrepit basket case in terms of health. Every time he's off to London or Paris, he's off to everywhere to treat himself but the General Hospital Ikeja or Lasut. Everywhere else but any of the health facilities that he has superintended directly or indirectly for the last 23 years. I am resident in Lagos and I have been long before he found his current Lagos. And I can tell you for a fact that there was once upon a time in this Lagos where you could find water when you turn on the public mains, long before he came. Today, that is not the case in vast parts of the Lagos metropolis. And yet, there are enough debts for 2 generations to inherit, in spite of the fact that the facilities have not been built. I have lived in the greater Lekki Peninsula, particularly the Ajiron-Agungi axis, for the last, I've been living here since 2002, so this is my 20th year. Lagos State has not built 1 square inch pipe water in the entire Lekki Peninsula, with the possible exception in some parts of Lekki Phase 1. That is a metropolis housing millions, and yet this is a state below sea level. People are sinking boreholes in their individual homes. The only intervention the state has sought is to tax the boreholes. There is only one road in and out of my metropolis, Lekki. It was built by Jack Onde. Tinubu came, stole my road, turned it into a concession, bought back the concession twice. The Lagos State government has bought it back twice. It became the scene of a mass murder, certified as a massacre by a tribunal set up by the state itself, populated by people nominated by the state itself. And then the man tells me that he is the apogee of governance capacity in Nigeria and that I should applaud and hail Osana, and he will come and solve the problems created by the mess and disaster that he helped to install in 2015. I am a creature of reason, and my brain tells me that it is exceedingly delusional for anyone to suggest that a man who has failed so woefully in sole dictatorial control of a state for 23 years, the richest of the states in this country, the fourth largest economy in Nigeria, that has become a glorified slum, a painted sepulchre, no drainage system to speak of, avarice and greed governing everything, shamelessly taking his hand directly into the coffers of the state in the name of a commission for a criminal organization called Alpha Beta, and that is the person that should be the president of my country. Yes, I remember you saying we shouldn't speak to persons, but you see, the problem is persons matter, personality matters, character matters. Who's the man? Who's the man who wants to be my president? Who is he? Who's his father's father's father? What schools did he attend? These are critical things. That's why it becomes important when you now tell me, how do I even begin to speak to a situation where we are patently and clearly in a situation that is akin to state capture, like a mafia organization has captured a state and is now seeking to extend that franchise nationwide? How?